Have you ever been right in the middle of a sentence and you just freeze, wondering should I say me or I? You are definitely not alone. In English, it's funny how the smallest words can cause the biggest headaches. But don't you worry, we are going to get all of that cleared up right now.
Okay, let's just dive right into this grammar mystery. For the next couple of minutes, we're going to crack this code together once and for all. And I promise, by the end of this little explainer, you are going to be using these pronouns like a pro with total confidence. So, first things first, let's talk about the hero of the sentence. We call this the subject. Just think of the subject as the person or the thing that's actually doing the action. They are the doer.
So what's the big secret here? Well, subject pronouns are the ones making things happen. And the biggest clue, the thing you absolutely have to remember, is their location. They almost always come right before the verb in a sentence.
And here they are, the whole team. I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. That's it. These are the only pronouns you're ever going to use as the subject, as the doer of the action.
Let's look at a super simple example. I like your dress. So, who is doing the liking? Well, I am. I is our subject. And would you look at that? It's right before the verb, like. See? Simple, right?
And here's one more, just to make sure it sticks. He is my friend. The subject is he, and it comes just before the verb is. So far, so good. Now, let's meet the other half of this puzzle.
Okay, so if the subject is the doer, it only makes sense that the object is the receiver. This is the person or thing that the action is happening to. They're on the receiving end.
Now, the rule here is the complete opposite of what we just learned. Object pronouns come after the verb, or after a little word called a preposition, words like for, to, or with. Honestly, this location clue is the most important thing to remember.
And here is the lineup for our receivers. Me, you, him, her, it, us, and them. You can see how some of them are totally different from their subject forms, right? I becomes me, he becomes him, and so on.
Let's see it in action. She doesn't like him. Okay, who's the doer here? She is. She's the subject. And who is receiving that action of not being liked? Him. And notice, him comes right after the verb like. And this example shows that second rule perfectly. She is waiting for me. See that word for? That's a preposition. So the pronoun that comes after it has to be an object pronoun. In this case, me. It just sounds wrong to say she is waiting for I, and now you know exactly why.
All right, you're doing great. Let's tackle the part that really trips a lot of people up, showing possession. How do we talk about what belongs to us? It all comes down to asking one very simple question.
And that question is there a noun right after it? That is the golden rule. We use words like my, your, her, and their before a noun, like that is my car. But we use words like mine, yours, hers, and theirs when there's no noun. So you'd say, that car is mine. See the difference? One needs the noun, the other stands alone.
And hey, quick tip. If you ever want to ask a question about who owns something, the magic word you're looking for is whose. As in, whose car is that? It's that easy.
Whew. I know that was a lot of information, but the good news is we can organize it all very neatly. Think of this next slide as your personal grammar cheat sheet, your go-to guide for getting these pronouns right every single time. And here it is. Look at that. On the left, you've got your subject pronouns, the doers. Right next to them, the object pronouns, the receivers. And then the two kinds of possessives, the ones that need a noun and the ones that stand alone. Seriously, pause and take a screenshot of this. It is so useful. Okay, learning the theory is one thing, but putting it into practice is where it all clicks into place. So I'm going to show you a couple of sentences with a blank space. Let's see if you can fill it in. Ready? Let's do this. Okay, first one up. We need help. Can you help? Just take a second and think about where that blank is. Is it a doer or a receiver? Is it before or after the verb? And the answer is us. Can you help us? The blank comes after the verb help, so we need an object pronoun, a receiver. And the object form of we is us. If you got that, fantastic job. All right, let's try one more. This one's about possessives. I don't have my mobile phone. Can I use Now, what was that golden rule? Look at the blank. Is there a noun after it? That's your clue. The correct answer is yours. Can I use yours? Since there is no noun like phone after the blank, we need that strong possessive pronoun that can stand all by itself. We're replacing the two words your phone with the single word yours.
And just like that, you've totally got this. By just understanding the simple difference between a doer and a receiver, and knowing when to look for a noun, you've basically unlocked the entire logic behind these tricky little words. So, what do you think? Feeling a bit more confident? Awesome. Hey, let us know in the comments what other grammar puzzles are bugging you. What should we break down next? Thanks so much for joining me.